Hi everybody and welcome back to another Let's Play and good morning. I just no longer woke up, so if I don't know what to say, it's just like my brain is slowly waking up. And yeah, because I just no longer woke up. Because I went to bed really early, like 7 p.m. So yeah. We're going to be yawning most of the time, which is normal because, you know.
Where are we headed today, Captain? The stars are the limit.
Right, let's go here first.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Don't know why I need to go here for, back. Let's just go. Let's go all the way over there since I can now fast travel because I need to go there anyway to get this building quest deal. And then I'm gonna basically have to fast travel to back to the landing land.
Look at that. The snakes come back.
I've talked to Reed into leaving the Edgewater.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Edgewater better off with you running the place.
You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Take care. Alright, that's that quest. So, yeah. Map.
Good. You're back. Not that I missed you. I assure you, I must. We are now informed about possession, Captain. Remember that you are not insured. We are now informed about possession, Captain. We are now informed about possession, Captain.
Why does this game have so many flipping loading screens? When you enter the ship, it loads. When you enter like new build, it loads. I do get it. It is a big game when that bad. Just like load after load, load after load.
Not so fast. All right, you're cleared. The accident success. Go on through.
UDL security type is resolved.
Nothing exciting ever happens to us. My UDL security detector is always prepared.
I see you haven't been shot to pieces by the guards. Do you have an appointment? Of course. You're that curious spacer Mr. Bedford mentioned. Just a moment, please. Madam Adjutant, Bedford's contact has arrived. Shall I clear your schedule?
No, thank you, Percival. I doubt this will take long. I'm Sophia Akande, adjutant to the chairman.
Spider floppy.
I've been reading all about you. This dossier from Emerald Vale was especially engrossing.
You'll have a file on me.
I have a file on everyone. I have a file on Percival here. You wouldn't believe what he gets up to during private hours. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. You walked through Edgewater and in your wake transformed it from a loyal company town to a haven for dissidents. I'm actually a little impressed. Anyone with eyes can see that you're talented. But
Thank
you're
you.
also unpredictable.
What?
I don't like unpredictable.
Let me prove myself.
I have a job for you. One of our cartographers needs to be retired. I want you to carry it out.
Why would I help you?
The opportunity to become the board's most valuable freelancer, and all the perks that come with it. Rachel Lockwood, cartographer for the Bureau of Exploration. She's done some sensitive work for us, but now she's a loose end. Lockwood has to go. Get rid of her. Bring me her work. Then we'll talk about Dr. Wells.
Consider it. Hold on, I got questions about that.
I'll tell you what I can.
Lockwood's just a cut from what makes her a loose end?
It isn't as if we're executing Lockwood for mislabeling a river on a map. It isn't what she's done, but what she knows that forces our hand. The nature of Lockwood's work was sensitive, confidential, and concerns the future of Halcyon. I can't risk leaving her alive.
You only need to kill someone just to keep your secret.
I'm asking you to serve the colony. Silencing Lockwood will save lives and preserve the peace.
Sounds like the board has a security problem.
The board has a lot of problems. The absence of competent security is just one.
I didn't expect to hear
I'm the chairman's adjutant, not his sycophant. I can't serve the board if I'm blind to our own mistakes. What Halcyon needs is people of integrity. People who act out of a sense of duty rather than fear. I hope you're one of those people.
I won't ask you about Wells.
Let's not mince words. Wells is a dangerous criminal and a lunatic. He's earned every bit of his bounty. I know you're eager to collect on that bounty. Deal with Lockwood, then we'll talk.
Consent don't.
We're gonna kill somebody without even knowing what they did wrong, if anything?
So now we're taking orders from this pompous bureaucrat?
Keep your associates in line, Captain. I expect them to follow your orders as you follow mine. At the very least, I expect you to do better than the other freelancer. Report back to me when you're finished.
So what's the other freelancer?
We've hired outside contractors before. There's another freelancer working this job, but he's been dragging his heels. Dependable and competent freelancers are hard to come by. For your own sake, I hope you prove to be the exception and not the rule. I'll tell you what I can.
Must have done something serious to earn the price on its head.
Let's not mince words. Wells is a dangerous criminal and a lunatic. He's earned every bit of his bounty. I know you're eager to collect on that bounty. Deal with Lockwood, then we'll talk.
That's all I need to know.
Excellent. Percival will handle your paperwork for you.
You got a second? If we wanted the board's attention, we got options. Piracy, vandalism, maybe some light arson. We want to put some fear in the board, right? Get them scared of us.
I'm trying to develop a working relationship with the board.
Sure, if by working relationship you mean working them over with a blunt instrument. You just got an audience with Sophia Akande. That's the adjutant to the chairman. You sure we should be trusting her?
I don't need to trust them as long as she pays for work. Probably not. They're not good at chances she's using.
If you think she's using us, why'd you give her the time of day?
If I ever kill her, I want to recognize my face. Are you going somewhere with this?
I know we're freelancers and all. We take work where we can find it. But we gotta be vigilant, you know? This is how the board gets you. A job here, an errand there. Before you know it, you're calling him sir and ma'am.
won't mind. Yes, sir. Your warning has been noticed.
I appreciate your time. Let's get back to it.
Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to. Just seems to happen around you.
Okay.
Standing estates. Those are the facts for working class. That's good. Marks American.
All right.
Welcome. Welcome to the Byzantine office of, Hero. Hero? Well, hey there. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for named Rachel. Lockwood.
Ah, yes, Lockwood, right. Unfortunately, she isn't in the office right now.
Do you know any idea where she might be?
If I knew, I wouldn't be here, would I? I mean, sometimes she's at the bar letting her be. Billingsley's, that's the place. You checked there yet? You sure?
How long has she been gone?
I don't know. 5 hours, 5 days. I'm a receptionist, not a clock.
Well, you're obviously not from around here. I don't believe I've ever seen visitors in the Bureau before, come to think of it.
Yeah, won't give it away.
If you were from around here, you'd probably be off enjoying yourself in Prosperity Plaza, not poking around the Bureau. Alonzo Miguelos. Extraordinarily pleased to make your acquaintance, and so on and so forth. I'm currently operating a sightseeing tour of sorts. Think of it as a guided journey across Halcyon. Would you be interested in a trial run?
How does this work?
Glad you asked. Our tour guides you across some of the most picturesque and breathtaking sights around Halcyon. We've placed some beacons across a series of locations around Halcyon. All you have to do is follow the beacons to adventure. That slogan's a work in progress. So, what do you think? Are you interested?
Alright, I'll help you.
Outstanding! Here, you'll need this special triangulating device. Think of it as a wireless compass, pointing the way to the next beacon. When you find a beacon, this device records your discovery and directs you to the next stop on your tour. Find every beacon, finish your tour, and come back here to claim your commemorative hat. Simple!
Alright, I'm off.
I'm afraid I can't do that more. Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part purple spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato light substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody Mary.
I'm looking for Rachel Lockwood. She's.
How curious. I was just wondering after Rachel myself.
Do you know where she is?
I do. Unfortunately, Rachel doesn't want to be found. I'm honor bound to keep her location a secret. Or no, not honor bound, the other thing. Hey, yes, I'm paid to keep her location a secret. Can you make me a better offer?
I have to meet her. It's important.
I'm quite sure you'll be able to convince me, bit by bit.
Actually, I'll ask you something else.
Please, ask away.
So, what's like working?
I don't believe in work. Work is for our mechanicals and lower classes.
Are you serious?
I don't mean to sound cruel. There's nothing wrong with working. It's just so unnecessary. Why bother? We all have our roles in society. I like to think of myself as an entrepreneur. This drinking establishment is my investment.
Pick up any instinct.
Do you know Celeste Joliker? I've heard she's working on some spectacular new design. What can I do for you? Still looking for Miss Lockwood, are we? How can I help you? I do. Or no. What can I?
She's a recluse.
Quite so. She's especially fond of near maple liqueurs. But I suppose there's no accounting for taste. She's a common enough sight during the evening hours. Occasionally she'll stop by for a cordial in the afternoon. Or no. Here we go! Or no? I'm quite sure you'll be able to convince. What can I do for you? Stiff? Or no? Hey, stand back. You are part of Mr. Clark's personal detail. That means you gotta keep 5 feet back.
You're supposed to be drinking on the job.
Of course not. But I'm not on the job right now. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all. He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone.
It sounds like, what's his name from Skyline? What's his name? Sounds like, what's his name? Uh, Flint. It sounds like Flint.
That's right.
Why? Because
Not just anyone is allowed to have a key to Mr. Clark's residence. It's all very high level.
or maybe it's just like the way he's just, drunk. Like, drunk.
He's medium height with like medium colored hair and like kind of a medium face. Like in his poster.
You haven't met him, have you?
Everyone tells me he's very private, okay? Besides, I just started.
How about you a drink to settle your permission?
That's a great idea. I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon he's had a fair number already.
Sure have, because today's my big day.
He's got powerful good ears, too.
And a powerful thirst. You have a Spectrum vodka for a new pal?
I don't have any.
Oh, maybe they got some at the bar. Nothing exciting ever happened. You have a rather,
You have a rather exotic presence.
What can I do for you? Then you'll want to speak with our automechanical inebriation assistant, located just over there. Quite so, but I would never lower myself to do something as gauche as tending bar. My automechanical assistant does all the work for me. Oh, by all means, ask away. I don't believe in work. Work is for automechanical. Byron, we are Maverick John. What?
today's trends and tomorrow's.
Today's trends are tomorrow's fashion.
What can I do? Quite so. She's. Or no.
Alright, so I need to basically get more money. So to do that, I'll need to get more stuff. Man, this is gonna be really annoying. Because I can't basically continue. Because I need. I need more money, and definitely the only way to do that is by.
Prosperity Plaza. More like Consumption Junction. Is it?
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the units?
Yeah, this episode's gonna be going for a while because I need the money to basically to thingy.
Do it briefly before the security. I have to go through 3 checks.
I get it. I get it. I got it. I gotta go here. Then up the elevator. Okay, speaking.
Good, you're back. Not that I missed you. I assure you, I am not capable of such emotional capacity. We're now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain. We'll be here, Captain. Or will we?
Well, technically, I need to basically go and find new enemies to kill because I need to sell some more stuff. So hopefully, the enemies can basically, respawn and then I can kill them. Take that lose, sell it, repeat. That's all I can say, really. Hopefully. Alright, down past them again. I think I logged damage. You kidding me? I gotta go walk on the hot lava. Ah. Well, this game forced me to walk on the lava. Okay, let's hope I don't have to walk on the lava because I really don't want to walk on the lava.
We hope you enjoy your trek across the breathtaking landscape of Emerald Vale, Terra 2's most fertile settlement and future breadbasket of Halcyon.
just for the quickest way. Uh, just for the quickest way. Let's just do it that way.
Please would you kindly inform the crew that long transfer fees are not required every We are now informed about possession, Captain. We arrived at the destination reached. Scylla.
I don't know what's so special about this place, but in fact, it's a new place, so a new place to explore. So I guess this is technically, I don't know. There might be new side quests to do here, something like that. I don't know. Hopefully, you normally want to do like side quests, like I get like a reward, and technically, I'm getting a reward with the side quest. So yeah, there might be like new enemies I haven't seen, something like that, or enemies I have seen. You know, I'm just basically just doing this for the looting, really. So then I can just grab it, sell stuff, repeat, yada yada yada. You know, that
What
kind
an
of stuff.
aspirin mining operation out here. What happened to him?
Looks like they started terraforming the place, but gave up halfway.
whoa. It's just really good graphics. Nice work developers. Man, I knew that I was gonna be risky. Oh, so that's false. It's like the air, so without thingy. Without the air, of course you can't breathe yet. Because you need the oxygen to breathe. But in space, there's no oxygen. Oh yeah, and there's no gravity either. Because when you're jumping, you just, float in the air.
This is real space, isn't it? Empty, silent. I thought I'd see the light. I look up at night.
I only ever seen this asteroid in the pages of thrilling space adventures.
Right, this right there. Uh, oh, come on! There's no way to get it. Because even when I basically tried to grab it, because once I grab it, I basically try to like run back in. It's like, grab it, go back in. But it's not working. Just, I don't know. There's gotta be a way. It's gotta way. There's gotta be a way to grab it. Because every time I basically grab it, my health goes down. Right, so this is like one of those things I need to do. Dad, there's no way to do this. Because I'm gonna keep dying over and over and over. Aha! I got it.
That's one of the hundreds of proud success miners going about their work right now. You're in for a real treat. Because our last stop
So weird.
is a charming little village outside Stellar Bay, located on Terra 1.
Title 1.
Why was I built to feel lonely? We are now informed of possession, Captain. Message from Dr. Wells. We'd like to congratulate you on finding a route to Monarch.
Did this guy have a life?
I don't believe so, Captain. Transmission incoming.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Can't you just send him a message?
Oh, I've tried. I haven't been able to get through to him at all. Silence from the system's own information broker? Not a good sign.
I'm guessing you want me to deal with it. And I did why?
Oh, could be any number of reasons. Incarceration, a period of copious drinking, a severe case of the sleeping sickness. Better to be sure than to resort to conjecture. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka.
Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blight's compound.
I got some questions for you.
Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have.
Alright, I'm up.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Captain, an unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch's aether wave frequencies.
The eternal is in us all. The OSI would have you believe that your place in society, indeed in the universe, is preordained. A man who works in the mines of Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury dust for not but a few bits a night. This fate is set in stone. When he dies young, coughing up black blood, his part in a grand plan? No, I say. Greatness is in everyone, not just those so fortunate as to have been born into prosperity.
That was unexpected and odd.
What was that?
Analyzing the subtextual ordering. I believe it was a type of sermon, Captain. Very zealous in origin.
I want to ask about somewhere else.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss? Ah, yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most.
What about?
There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system? I shall happily comply with your order, just as soon as we have a laser weapons system.
Why do you say landing might be rough?
The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas B. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them. Of course. What part of the colony would you like?
The ground.
We're cleared it off with the groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
You take care of that first,
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Great, thanks.
You are more than welcome, Captain.
Well, give me
The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange flank of the system. Traders often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid. Of course. What part of the colony would where in Terra 2? Edgewater is the sparkling county seat of Emerald Vale, or it was when first built. Since then, neglect and time have worn away her shiny veneer. The town is near the coordinates where Captain Hawthorne died. It would not be unfortunate if something, like say a plague, were to wipe Emerald Vale from the face of the planet.
What do you think of the town?
You mean the ones who did not answer my distress call with medical assistance, but instead came to issue my injured captain a parking ticket? I'm sure they are wonderful humans who don't deserve to be wiped out by starvation or a devastating plague.
How is Edgewater facing since we left?
Since you diverted power to Edgewater, the botanical lab shut down and conservers were forced to return to town. Meanwhile, the cannery's output increased, enabling the town's population to prosper. Thank you for nothing, Captain.
What would you done if I've killed everyone?
I cannot say. First, I need to adjust my memory interpretation sensors. But I think my answer is yes. Of course. What part of the where in Tarrantine?
Rosewood.
Any crew traveling to Roseway will find themselves unofficially in officially uncharted space. Roseway has been removed from all Halcyon charts, and anything I could tell you, I can't tell you, because it's illegal.
I'm not connected. Tell me anything.
Here we go. Due to catastrophic financial losses, Redacted reportedly abandoned the town, shutting down 99.2% of all operations. However, there is an unsubstantiated rumor that Redacted, in actuality, continued to secretly develop Redacted products by experimenting on Redacted, imported from Redacted. How very revealing.
Why was it removed from the map?
Why else do humans do anything? I believe the decision was a result of money squabbles. I wish I could say more, but as I previously stated, it is against Colony Ordinance C59-002Y. Of course, what part? Where? Byzantium is reputed to be the cream of the crop of Halcyon's residents. We're sure to stick out like a sore thumb.
So the people here are pretty wealthy.
Yes,
You want to elaborate on that?
Byzantium is the crown jewel of Halcyon. All the colony's opulence, elegance, and decadence is concentrated in a single city. To say its inhabitants are immensely and disproportionately well-to-do would be an understatement. Colloquially referred to as gold-bloods, most of Byzantium's dwellers will never step outside the city's walls. Conversely, for many Halcyon colonists, the city is a faraway dream.
So what's the last news in the sea?
I am sorry to report, Captain. The Minister of Earth has fallen ill, again, and will have to postpone his goodwill tour of the colony.
Is he normal bad health?
Yes,
Damn it! ADA. Without me having to tell you to do.
never, Captain. I shall endeavor to be more, as the humans say, chatty in the future. According to Colony News, he suffered from an outbreak of cystipox and has been quarantined for public safety. The minister is expected to make a full recovery and resume working closely with the chairman of the board soon. However, I find it of note that in the past 52 cycles, the minister has been reported ill 27 times, suffering from 10 different ailments. Of course, what part of the where? Of course, where in Monarch? Ah, Monarch, the armpit of the Halcyon system. Her last functioning port town is Stellar Bay. Well, that is if you don't count subline Smuggler's Port at Bulbrook.
Why is being blocked?
I believe it has something to do with the planet being an uninhabitable wilderness and a lawless land with no corporate presence. You may wish to survey the residents in Stellar Bay for additional data points.
Smuggler port?
It's sublet run for the purpose of shipping contraband, and before you ask, I don't know the coordinates, so I can't dock us there. I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return. I have received a transmission from Roseway from a Dr. Shaw.
Right, where's the stairs? Is there any stairs way? Alright, that's my, can you... Shoot. I don't take 4 damage, but... Oh, there was a elevator. My bad.
Rap monster king eye, right here.
Please! Level! Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Your child is missing? Why did you last see him?
Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the man to save your little Tucky. And I was right. He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders with toxic sulfur pools and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen. Oh, law, Captain. The youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't you help? Please, won't you go and find my boy?
Did you say there was a reward with the request?
Well, I guess I can't ask you to leave the town walls for free. It is deathly dangerous out there. I got some bits saved up for a rainy day. I'll give you every last one. You just bring my Tucker back to me. I won't even be mad at him running off. You tell him I won't be mad.
Why would Tucker run away?
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know once he ripped his arm off and his line out of his little fingers. He should have listened to her mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me.
Where would he have gone?
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No. And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is if a magic queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
What were you saying about the location?
Low like degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting. Like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good.
Not sure I'm seeing the problem here.
You're one of them, aren't you? You should be ashamed of yourself, young man. Just as your mama would be. How noble is it to murder your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who listens. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head.
Where is the Ember Heights?
That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with them nutty iconoclasts, or that he never made it. Scraps could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak. Or maybe the rot or something pulled all his teeth out, crushed them into their drugs and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet baby.
I'll help you find your son.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouth. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
I was watching this Stellar Bay. Maybe the sight, the sound, maybe the smell.
You reckon the sailor anyway? Maybe the wind off the sea helps. Everybody okay? Great. Watch out!
Alright, we got more enemies here. I love this weapon. This is like, I don't know. Even though I got guns probably like, trying to take my armor before. You two okay? Yep.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please, take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. We're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
Who are...
Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
No problem. What about...
Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
One big happy family, huh?
That's a nice way to think about it. Graham would be our father. I suppose Zora might make a good mother if the two of them could stop arguing. You can think of those two as our leaders, but they're more like examples. We all ought to be more like them.
Tell me about...
Why, he's our founder. Graham taught us about philosophism. Through him, we came to the eternal truth. I'm glad you're asking, by the way. I hope you'll consider staying.
Tell me about...
She's been with us since the beginning. I think she was our sawbones back then, but now she's more like our commander. She goes and finds people in the wilderness and gets them to come here. And she keeps us from being chewed on and whatnot. She's liable to take your head off if you screw up, but then she'll sew it back on for you.
Where can I find them?
Graham's place is in the large building straight back. Dora's sometimes there talking with him, but usually she's in the triage clinic next door.
Why are you here and not instead of bird?
Oh, Graham sailed here a long time ago. Shoot, I wish I had a pamphlet to give you. It's all in there. I wasn't around back then, but they say a lot of the old MSI corporate folks died here. He calls it a spiritual metaphor, something about rising from the ashes.
Got it. Hey, before I go, I'm looking for a Tucker. Have you seen him?
The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill. Seems like a nice little town. Except for all the critters.
This place wasn't half so pretty as cereals. Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger?
It's Captain Spyro Floppy.
Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the iconoclast? Help us free this world?
Tucker, you're little boy from Stellarport.
I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades. No matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me. I hope she'd accept my decision.
She made it seem like you were in danger. Asked me to rescue you.
According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed the fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
Running away is for cowards. You need to face her and show her that you have grown up.
She doesn't want to see me as anything other than her baby boy. Why would I go back again? What'll be different this time?
You survived outside the celebrate for weeks. Show her the skills that you have learned.
You're right. I can do this. I just need to stand my ground and make her see she can't control me anymore. No one can.
All I'm saying is it ain't working. Infamous Amber Heights.
Good, you're back. Not that I missed you. I assure you, I am not capable of such a...
Fuck's sake, I'm not able to take 4 damage again. Ouch.
Hold on there. Gotta sign
Ah, there's the switch. Right, okay.
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
Well, well, that is my ship on the landing pad, right next.
I knew it. See, I made what you call a logical deduction. You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's always 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
What are they doing out
You
here?
may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing. So, here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest style tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Captain Spiral Floppy.
Well, there's one for the logs. I'm even going to give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I've got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Is that way really that?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-roaders who do make it out here are sublet. They got a base in Fallbrook. I thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Grizzly's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
You're not what I expected to find a mall.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about rapidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Did he just say raptidons and cannibals? I can't wait.
Are you saying the board's been lying about this place?
Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
I'm gonna look around.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you. Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor.
That depends what it is.
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shoot, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Boss, come on. Black Hole Birdie, the Hole Meister, the Hack Attack.
That's Bertie Holcomb, only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. You still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something?
Actually, I've been in a decade.
Oh, you're real funny. Guess I don't feel so bad for missing what goes on in the rest of Stellar Bay.
Sure, I can ask about your post too.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Oh, Captain, you did it! My little boy is back, safe and sound. Tell the captain how grateful we are, Tut-Tut.
Mama, I told you that I'm not staying. I just came back to talk to you about why I left. Then I'm going back to Amber Heights.
Oh, we'll get that silliness sorted out. You're safe here with me, and that's how it's going to stay. Isn't that right?
Your son is a grown man. It's time you started treating him like one.
What a sour thing to say.
My little boy will always need me. I'm his mama, you know.
Mama, what I need is for you to listen to what I want for once. But that's between us. Now, you promised the captain a reward, so settle up. Then you and me are gonna have a long talk.
Here, kind stranger. This is every bit I've scrimped and scraped for years to save. But it's more than worth it to have my Tuk-Tuk home safe again.
Good luck to both.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi? Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
What was the exchange about? You having money trouble?
Or is he not paying me on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any bad experience.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Do you normally blow your money on?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's painted teeth, or mantis worm wings, whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Why are you buying so much from?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of a strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
I can talk for him.
Thank you. I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nadi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
Wait, I'm curious. What do you see?
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skip on lower body exercises.
You really want to be someone to talk to.
You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny.
There's other fish in the.
Not in Stellar Bay. Everyone else who isn't taken either smells like salt tuna or they're my boss. Besides, a man with a good smile and a proportionate upper to lower body ratio isn't something to pass up.
That's all I need to know.
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away. Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
Grim asked me to check with you about his poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Which way is it? Which way? That way.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, alright? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Your chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
He came back eventually.
I can't keep working double shifts either. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
What about your foreman?
Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
Why don't you just pay them?
Because we've got a budget, alright? And in case you haven't noticed, MSI doesn't exactly have a lot of spare bits on hand.
Surely you can make them come back.
Not on Monarch. Sanjar throughout the old work mandates and penalties.
That's good, right?
Sure. Until your workers start making ridiculous demands. Fine by me.
You said Braxton has been stealing drugs.
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics used for the fish would get used a little faster on racks and strips.
Why didn't you turn him in?
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the some tuna, fat, and mostly tumor-free.
Who's this you mentioned when I first came in here?
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer.
I'm here to ask about Grimm's poster.
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it?
Who's now?
She runs the betting parlor across the way. Nice professional lady. She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous offer, too.
It's about the money.
Damn right it is.
You still have the poster, right?
It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money.
You just giving Grimm poster away. Didn't he pay for it?
No. I paid Sublight for it. So, it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money.
Sure, we can work something out.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
Work with me. I'm helping you find.
Sure. And once you finish helping me, then we can talk about the poster. Fine by me?
Velma see what sense to you.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest hostile games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H. Magnus.
Who has the time to watch grown men and women hit balls with sticks?
Pretty much the entire colony.
Everyone needs a good diversion. That's what keeps you from thinking about the marauders outside town. The raptidons chewing at the walls. Tossball's just about the only good news we get around here. When our frequency's not too clogged up anyway.
You get to listen to games all day? Stellar Bay really is a paradise.
It's pretty swell, but it's a whole lot better with company. Say, I don't think I've seen you before, and I remember that face.
I'll try not to be a stranger then. Name's Felix, by the way.
You should stop by more often. The games are always better when you've got someone to celebrate with.
Sounds like a good time. I wouldn't mind bringing a couple drinks and settling in for the pennant match.
Look at me, getting carried away again. So, what can I do for you?
You said you're having trouble with the tossball game.
Graham's always filling the airwaves with his propaganda, like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
Velma tells me that you entertained a poster.
Signed by the black hole himself. There's no way I can pass that up. Why, did you want to see it? I don't have it yet. I'm waiting on a few customers to pay up before I can give Velma the bits.
I could trade it.
I don't know. This isn't just some poster. It's a genuine tossball artifact. The black hole doesn't even sign things anymore. He just puts a stamp on them. Of course, the only reason I asked Velma about it in the first place was because those sublight fellas lost my shipment of official tossball jerseys. I was going to line the walls with them. They're the new ones, now with authentic game time aroma.
As in the players actually sweet in them.
Of course not. No, authentic means close enough to be the real thing, but not actually the real thing. Everyone knows that. Anyway, I guess they tried to take a shortcut around Amber Heights and ran into some trouble. Can't blame them for trying. Those iconoclasts never shut up. But they lost a bunch of cargo, including my jerseys. If you could get those for me, I might let Grim have that poster.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. Don't put yourself in danger on my account, though. That poster will be a fine substitute. What can I do for you?
That's all for now.
Ooh, smells like those old Sundays when we done once smoked two shipments. Yeah.
You gotta go exploring.
Alright, gotta go explore. So that's south I need to go to? Yeah, south.
Here they come!
Yep, this episode's still going. Technically, I want to basically go into what they basically done this. Please, West. Manny.
Right? Oh, it does work.
Hey there, Felix. What can I do for you?
I found your.
Really? Wait, let me just take a sniff. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff. Just let it waltz right into your nostrils. That's the smell of pure, unfiltered sportsmanship, baby.
It's a toss ball, big boss. That's not to ask.
Tell Velma that Grim can keep his poster. I've got all I need right here.
Right, now I can go back to Velma and pick up the poster and then go back to
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts. Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was in better shape than this. Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my guest. Sorry, ma'am, I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and... Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need? Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
Now it's no longer interesting in the poster.
That's a surprise. Costs all being part of her business and all. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon. Something else on your mind?
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in.
Here's the poster.
Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. You know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Is that like a weapon? 340 damage? Hell yeah, I'm gonna keep that. For now, I need to find a way to break it.
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, good. Celia hasn't come by in a few days, so I haven't sold much. You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
Why would I want any of that?
I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day. Nice of you to say. I like her too. And I gotta admire anyone with her passion for canine hides. But you don't have to butter me up. Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount.
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. He's my Smoked? Smooth?
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for raptidon tongues.
Don't take any of my words. Spend some time with her. I promise she won't ask for a discount.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it. Once your shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well. But we can hope, right? I want them to be happy. Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say? He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet, intense, plus he's got great brain. Sorry. Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to do it? Was he like, yay, the name Celia, I've secretly been waiting for this? Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on? Oh, I will. Now I've just got to figure out which jumpsuit I'm wearing and how I'm fixing my hair. Or maybe I should go with a casual look? Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nomsey's giving me the back to work look. Anyhow, thank you. Something you need?
Pick up any more strings while you were out? I suppose at the We're now in order of possession, Captain. So much water. So bad.
Right. If you guys are gonna go, how long this episode's going on for? I don't know. Technically, I'm just basically, doing quests. Maybe, technically, I've been doing like side quests, and technically, I'm working on this main quest. Anyway, guys, if you guys are enjoying this episode, go and hit that red button known as the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Basically, all that does is tells you when I've uploaded my videos and, whatever. And, yeah. And it's... Wait, Alexa, what's the weather today in Wrexham?
Right now in Wrexham, United
Okay,
Kingdom,
great.
it's 10 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today's forecast has rainy weather, with a high of 14 degrees and a low of 10 degrees. Hope your weekend's going well.
What was your family like, Felix? Did you ever know?
I never knew him. I was a stowaway. That's what we call orphans who grow up in fat babies.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. You must have been lonesome.
Come on, Parvati, who are you talking to? Imagine me finding after my family. Yeah, I suppose that was a touch lonesome. But hey, look at me now. I made it. I got a ship and everything. What can I do? Stiff? Or no, not honor bound, the other thing. Hey, yes, I'm paid to keep her location a secret.
I'm sure we can make agreement. Say this much.
Much appreciated. Thank you for your patronage. Miss Lockwood can be found hiding in the service tunnels.
How do I get inside the service tunnels?
You'll have to take a service elevator. I'd recommend a change of shoes when you're done.
I'm leaving. Thank you.
Did you know you liked grown up?
Miss Tennyson? Nah, she never looked my way. I do love her, though. Who didn't? She was just about the busiest woman on the groundbreaker.
What did folks say about it then?
On my legally. No, probably. Kind of glare that it stopped you dead in your tracks.
you following me? Back off, all right? I've got a slide rule and I'm not afraid to use it.
Wow, am I ever glad I followed you? I figured you were onto something when you were snooping around the office. So shall we get to the killing?
What? Killing? What the fuck is going on here?
My friend and I here have jobs to do. You just sit tight for a minute while we discuss how we're going to handle this.
Got something in mind?
The contract calls for her maps, yeah? Half the bids for the maps, half for the confirmation of the kill. How's about I take the kill and you take the maps?
Hold on, okay? Just hear me out. What if...
Would you pipe down? We're trying to have a business meeting here.
I'd like to hear what she has to say.
You must be new to the assassination game. If you talk to your victims, it makes it harder to kill them, see? It's not recommended. Didn't you read the handbook?
Please, just listen. You don't need to...
Shush!
Look, we came all this way. Might as well hear her out.
All right. The anticipation is killing me, though. Get it? Because I want to kill her?
Worst joke ever.
Whatever the contract is, I'll pay you both the full amount. You let me live, and you don't have to split anything.
That's a lot of bits. But, I've got a reputation to uphold. How would you feel if someone paid you to make bogus maps?
Honestly, with the mess you made getting here, I'd take the money and run.
You know, my friend, that's a fine point. If I hightail it out of here, I can afford the inside of the cell for once. All right. Deal.
Thanks the Lord. Here's your account. And here's yours.
Right. Well, you two, it has been an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure. Yeah. I honestly hope I never see either of you again.
I tell you.
Nicely done.
Yeah. I probably fall asleep for a bit. Just like till probably 12. Alright. Up I go.
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery.
I got the papers.
Wonderful. I'll file the appropriate paperwork on your behalf. Meanwhile, Adjutant Akande would like a word with you.
You allowed Rachel Lockwood to walk away with her life. Do you realize the inconvenience you just caused me?
I saved a life. Factory.
I don't recall giving you authority to barter with my reputation. I recall giving you instructions to deal with Lockwood. Leaving her alive complicates matters. But that's now my problem, not yours. And you brought me Lockwood's papers as I asked. You've demonstrated your talents. If you're ready to talk about Phineas Wells, I'm prepared to listen.
You want him, you can have him. He's living out of the lab in the
That complicates things. The rings are massive and almost impossible to scour. Wells had to be in touch with you somehow. Find his communication terminal and send us a tracing signal. Once I verify his location, I'll arrange for your payment.
You've been chasing for a long time. I expected you to pay me well.
I always reward good work. Deliver Wells to the board, and you'll be more than compensated. Percival will file the appropriate paperwork on your behalf. Once you've sent a tracking signal from Wells's lab, we'll move on to the next step.
As instructed, the code for our secure communication channel. On behalf of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, I bid you good day.
What about the paper?
Oh, just a receipt for your services and my receipt for your receipt, and also a standard declaration of intent to perform espionage. Very routine. I'll see to it personally.
You do.
I'm flattered beyond description.
We gotta talk about this. When you started working for the adjutant, I wasn't sure what to think. But the way you treated Miss Lockwood was real honorable.
We're heroes, folks. Heroes always do honorable things.
Heroes always do the honorable thing. There it is. The tagline for our adventure serial. This is all part of your plan, right? You're putting on an act. Pretend you're loyal to the adjutant, earn her trust, and then, when she least expects it, you hit her with the old double cross.
Felix, why didn't you tell the whole...
Hey, no problem, boss. I can keep it on the quiet. What were we talking about again? Have we even met before? See? Discreet. We should get back to work. Thanks for the talk.